Former Congresswoman and 2020 presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard has announced she is leaving the Democratic Party, which she says is, quote, under the complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers driven by cowardly wokeness, end quote. So we're going to take a closer look at that top story. And Gabbard's announcement is a culmination of years of being at odds with the Democratic Party and its policies. So joining us now, NewsNation political contributor George Will. George, I was so excited to talk to you about this. You know, Gabbard notably said she is leaving the Democratic Party, but she made no mention of joining the Republican Party, any other party. What do you make of that?
She has no home that I can see in the party system right now. What puzzles me, frankly, is her description of the Democrats as warmongers. Joe Biden has been very circumspect and tentative and measured in his response to Ukraine, ruling out from the first that there'd be no U.S. direct involvement with troops. Therefore, when Gabbard says that the Democrats, and she has to mean the commander-in-chief at the moment, is a warmonger, she must consider it unacceptable to assist Ukraine with material and moral support when it's the subject of unprovoked aggression. I'm not sure how large a constituency there is in this country for that point of view.
Well, and let's talk about the timing of all of this. You know, the announcement itself, not exactly breaking news, but Gabbard did unveil it on the first episode of her brand new podcast. It is now a month until the midterms. George, does she have higher ambitions here?
Well, first, she has a business incentive to break through the clutter of podcasts out there. I don't know how many tens of thousands of podcasts there are, but to get noticed, it will help for her to make this splash of announcing her departure from the Democratic Party. She might have higher ambitions if she tailors her message to be that of Donald Trump, and Donald Trump decides to run again. It would be very much in Mr. Trump's interest to have an array of female candidates to look over in looking for a female running mate, because his nonstop pugnacity and the harshness of his rhetoric has caused him notoriously serious problems with women voters. So if he runs again, I would think it very likely that he will want to have a female running mate, and Gabbard is standing in line.
Well, you know, to expand upon that a little bit, George, you know, just yesterday we were talking about Kari Lake and how she's really establishing herself as arguably the female face of Trumpism. But now is Gabbard maybe saying, like, no, wait a minute, you know, here I am?
I think she's saying, here I am, and there are females in the House of Representatives and the very Trump-sympathetic Republican caucus in the House who would also join up. So Gabbard can compete for this, but it will be competition.
Absolutely. All right, George, as always, a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.